Boom. Today, I'm going to be showing you how to make FINESSEKID Type Beats from scratch inside of FL Studio. FINESSEKID is a London-based artist that has gained so much traction in the past 7 months with his first kind of hit song called Cuckoo. Play a snippet.
When she take off the dress from Cuckoo, hit that, make her go cuckoo. Bad girl wanna get chopped jujitsu. I don't know why I got myself.
He has a very unique style and chooses some crazy beats that have a crazy bounce and swing. Just released his debut mixtape, self-titled FINESSEKID, containing 6 tracks. He also has several other soon-to-be released songs with the likes of Skepta, AJ Tracy, and Lancey Foe. I'm going to show you everything from the melodies to the hard-hitting, bouncy, swingy drums. I've been telling everyone for years the UK underground scene is about to be on top. Wireless kind of proved that point. This guy is definitely at the forefront of the UK underground scene. Let's get into this. Wait just there. Smash that like button for me so you can save this video for the next time you're cooking up, and then you can just use all these tips that I'm about to show you. We are going to be working inside of 146 BPM today. And for the melody, we're going to start off in this very, very special contact bank called Mosaic Leads. If you're ever looking for some crazy leads or ARP sounds, this is for you. So we're going to take an ARP that sounds like this, and we're going to create a top line of the melody. We want to make this pretty futuristic, still sounding underground. Hopefully make these even shorter, maybe. I want a very, very kind of rapid sounding ARP. I kind of like that. Copy and paste that over. Trust the process here, okay? Trust the process. I like how this sounds, but the next step is so important. We need to mix this thing. I have one blade of curly hair here. I don't know what's going on. First off, we're using Crystallizer, which is a granular echo synth. And this is so key for making underground melodies. We're going to use this preset called Crystal Builder, and we're going to have the mix very, very low. Make sure I turn that echoey part up in post-production so you can actually hear it. So I'm just going to cut all the lows because the Crystallizer can give a little bit of harsh low end. We're going to pair this with a Portal preset that gives us a nice kind of chorus phasey kind of feel, and that's also giving us a nice sidechain effect too. Boy, that sounds so cold, you know. And then for good measure, we're just going to look at, this is just all from the Crystallizer textures. You probably can't even hear that if you're using headphones. But like, there's nothing playing, but that's all the textures going on in the background. We just have it rendered out, so all that extra Crystallizer noise isn't going to keep playing. So this is going to be our main chunk of the melody. Now we kind of just need to build like a bass behind this. So we are going to come into Hive, and we're going to take one of these pads. Now the key to this is we are going to be layering our sound. So this is just going to be a start. We kind of want to make some sort of big pad around here. That's just going to give a little bit of spacey texture, ambience, but we need to heavily mix this. Starting off with some stereo shaping, EQ cutting that low end, adding just some stock reverb, followed by some fruity chorus, and also some fruity flanger, and with some kickstart to give it a little bit of sidechain and swing to it, and it sounds like this. Sounds a little bit more spacey, a little bit more rhythm to it. We're keeping this very, very quiet in the mix though. We're coming back into Hive, and we're going to use the same mixer track on all of these pad presets. We're taking this analog pad, and this on its own sounds like this. Just layering the same chord. We're going to take this weird sounding pad, but this is so cold. And for this one, we're going to pitch it up an octave. That one sounds nasty. This one heavy. I was just digging through Splice, and I found this kind of like atmospheric kind of choir. And I've just routed it to the same mixer track as all of our other pads. I think this sounds gross. So now if we play that with all of our other pads, this is kind of like the bass behind our melody. I think this sounds so cold. And then when we add in the top line, I'm not gonna lie, I think that's a very, very solid melody. It's very, very easy. These melodies are not difficult to make. It's all about your processing, sound selection, and layering. Just need to kind of get them things right. Let's get into the funky part, which is going to be the drums. I'm going to be using all drums from my hoodtrap drum kit and my recovery drum kit in this video. I've been using both of these drum kits for like the past year, and all the sounds from these drum kits are super relevant to today's sound selection. So if you're trying to level up your drum sounds, I would definitely suggest going to grab either of these kits. Oh, because the bounce of these beats are super unorthodox, I'm going to start off by using like kind of 4 key elements, which are your hi-hat, your clap, and then 2 accent snares. And then from here, I'm literally just going to go for the first 2 bars and just try get some sort of drum pattern, and then probably just going to loop it out the next 8 bars. As weird as this sounds, you kind of got to just feel out the groove. So you're just going to keep adding in some notes. Yeah, that sounds right. And this is going to be like, I think that's going to be like our 4 bar. Then we're just going to layer a couple of other sounds into this groove somewhere. Next is my iconic breath noise that I've been using for like the past 2 years, and now like breaths and stuff are like super relevant in today's sound. Also gonna add in the little high vox. Next is the 808. I'm going to be using my go-to spins 808 for this because it's the hardest spins 808 out there. You don't need to mix it. You don't need to boost it or EQ it or anything. It comes as it is. This is going to be a very unorthodox pattern. It's not going to be a very trappy kind of pattern. It's going to be an underground kind of pattern. We start off with like a little pattern like this, maybe like the drill bounce. I think a lot of Finesse Kid's beats kind of start off with a 808 like this. Let's try change the note. Let's go like brown, brown, brown. There we go. Keep that one like that. Start of the bars, we'll have it go up. And then I love the use of like high 808s in my beats recently, especially with spins. I think it sounds so sick. This is going to be our full spins 808 pattern. We're going to add a couple of 808s onto this as well. Ooh, this is sounding so nasty. We've just layered in a couple of other 808s here. I actually don't really want to overdo it with the 808. So next, I actually just want to add in a couple of open hats. Open hats are like the sauce on top of your beat. You need to put in hats into your beat. Listen to how much better this just sounds with crashes and hats. Yeah, this beat's done. I need to arrange this thing. I play this beat in full so you can hear the arrangement. There's actually a sick little kind of section here, and then I brought in like a crowd noise. Like I said, make sure you've hit the like button on this video so you can save it for later. Next time you're cooking up, use some of these techniques so you can make this exact same beat. And also hit the subscribe button so you're getting all that FL Studio sauce. Follow me on Instagram too if you care. This is the full beat. I do appreciate you for watching. Added in a little gasp on the intro as well. I've been using that in a lot of beats. That lead is so cold. Or ARP even. Look out the melodies. brought out the bass, pitched this up an octave, brought in a crowd noise. Appreciate you for watching, man. Make sure you room me up on our socials. I'm out. Good luck. See you later. Bow.